I hope I ain't ahead of myself here. We just won a great victory over the Soviet-controlled, Red Chinese-controlled, Marxist-controlled uh, regime of Venezuela. Maduro has been absconded with, and now he held prisoner by the naval SEALs. We made a direct attack and regime change. God bless America. And watch out, world. America is back better than ever. See, right now it's a irony. What you call your irony? Right now, the greatest city in the world is being taken over by the Reds, by Marxist, Mr. Zuri, whatever his hell's name is. And he's going to impose a Marxist regime on the great elves of New York City. He's probably going to protest his little friend Maduro being kidnapped. If he's not a kid, Maduro. Now the liberals will say, well, this is going to stabilize things. Trump wasn't into that. Trump is into it being successful. We want that oil and we want that power. This is the Monroe Doctrine with gasoline. And I couldn't be happier. Let me tell you something. Right now, I'm gonna go yesterday's paper today, which is irrelevant next to what's going on now. The morning will be have the big regime change. Bernie Sanders, it was filled with themselves, and AOC doing their little commie speeches today was so happy because they had control of the greatest city in the world, the representative capitalism that Wall Street would be called Soviet Street pretty soon. What he's going to give us like free bus rides to juvenile delinquents and homeless or the crazy people. And he's going to do, what he's going to do, he's going to have free restaurants. No, 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 no. What is it? Bodegas that are controlled by the government. They're subsidized by the government to knock out the small businessmen in the city. That's what's going to do, my friends. Yeah, yeah, it's all part of it. And also, by letting his little friends who want to kill Israel and destroy Israel and divest from Israel to beat up Jews in a city that has more Jews in it than Tel Aviv. The tide has turned again. Trumpy is working out the box, and the box says, "Hey, Dutchland, yes, Greenland, we need those waterways too. If you know what's good for you." In Canada, watch out. Canada's a socialist country, you know. They got a lot of woke things going on there. We got to do something about that. On road to Montreal, I say, conquer all the Marxists in any way. Okay, where is this? Kate is the mask where she's a pro-commie one moment and then anti-commie the next. Well, the mask is flip-flop. Now she's taking a thing out of Trump of no tax on tips, and other things. I think no tax on tips and overtime. Wasn't that a Republican thing to do? Well, she's flip-flopping on that because she has no base of. Well, she does. She's a Marxist, but that's a liberal. But that's not the point. The point is she'll bend because she knows where the tide is going, and it's going in a right-wing direction. And right now, we got the regime change in Venezuela, which people are going, "What's going on? It's so unstable." No, it won't. The majority of Venezuelans want a democratic democracy capitalist with a big C in capitalism, not communism. So it's not going to be anybody running our borders. They'll help us get rid of the crazy, nasty Venezuelans who have invaded this country. Mark my words. And then let me tell you something. The next is Iran. A lot of people say, "Oh, we should destabilize," because we have destroyed their economy and destroyed their military. They're rebelling and they say, "Hey, we don't want this hyperinflation," and they're having riots. All we have to do is tip a little bit, tip a little bit, tip a little bit. Regime change, and Iran will be a democracy again, a right-wing democracy, and you will be able to, have headgear and stuff without getting beaten to death. This is a happy moment, I'm telling you. The Iranians are going to be overthrown. They're not going to be at war with Israel no more. And you say, well, how about the refugees? Who's going to come out of there? The refugees, the extremists who support the dictatorship, they're going to come out. The whole country is going to be pacified. I say pacified. Sky high pot. Now everybody here is on pot. You know, if you go into a national stadium, they're potheads. This place smells like somebody's bag from 1968. The drug pushers, the little kids that and that's who's controlling the narrative here. A bunch of potheads from the 60s. It's harmless here with fentanyl, and it's not so harmless. And with the hallucinogens they have in there, it's not so harmless. You make the whole country smell and be nutty. And paranoia brings on too. There's a lot of bad residual things. But pot will not be legal long. The right wing direction. You see them breeze that the right wing breeze that have going on here. I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. Let's see what tried to see. Oh, the Somalians. Let me tell you, when I was young, which was a long time ago, um, they had the Nigerians would say, "Hey, you got $1 million. All you have to do is send us your information with the bank, and boom, boom, you had the money." Let me tell you something. It was a con, and apparently we got the whole con on this population of Somalia here, and they come in there, and all they have to do is to support terrorism, kill Jews, maybe. I don't know what they're doing there, and support liberals and Democrats, and rob people and rob the taxpayer. And billions of dollars robbed. So it's unbelievable. Daycare centers that have nobody to daycare. They take sticks, and when people investigate, they get beat up. Well, I say mass deportation of Somalia. Bum bum, bum bum. Hostage horror. Now that hostage horror is over. Was from yesterday. Now it's today. We have rescued Mordeo from freedom, and our guys were going to be held hostage by him, much like the Iranians did in the Hamas did to the Jews. Well, no, it's not that way because there's a regime change. So that guy is free. This musician who wanted to travel and find himself in the issue at hand. They keep on saying that Mr. Trump has cackles and he's in bad health. The man is better health than me, but that doesn't take much. I put the bar pretty low. Anyway, what's going to go on here is the is he has he takes too many aspirins and they make him get sore, and that happens to me sometimes. And I'm healthy. Oh, I'm not, but that's not the point. The point's not about me. It's about Trumpy. Trumpy has the energy of 10 men on cocaine, and he doesn't take cocaine. He's just a hyper kind of guy. Oh yeah, he's conquering the world single-handedly. Cali big. They were kidnapping kids. Well, so they were nurturing kids to cut off their you know whats and then you know where, and behind the parents' back. And this is pubescents. This is not even like teenagers. This is preteens, and they're what you call it, trying to turn the whole country gay. And it's not going to work because the whole country is not gay. But people are ambiguous sometimes when they're little because they don't have no sexuality. So you can come something to mind. They want to become part of something. Maybe their parents are in on it. Maybe the parents aren't in it. But the point is, the Californians, I say invade California, march to LA, and take Gavin Newsom, that bastard, and put him in jail in the same cell as Maduro. Yeah, we're also going to get rid of wind power. That's a waste of time and a destroy of the birds. Oh, this is good news. This is good news, and I'm in a good mood. I'm waking up to a brand new world. Iran gone, Venezuela gone. Look out, China, you're next. Hey, you say, well, they got the nukes, they got a navy. Hey, look, they're in trouble. They didn't try to invade Taiwan. We fight the naval war and destroy them. How are they going to get in there? How are they going to make an amphibious invasion? Not going to happen. They don't have enough resources yet. Then we got to knock them out. Then there will be only one power in the world. the power of good, the power of Trump. That's true. It's a true fact. And then Russia, all you have to do is cut off the spigot of money to the Russian war machine. They go to a grinding halt. And as for the extremists on the Muslim extremists, once Iran is knocked out, all the other surrogates will fall into place. They'll still be Nazi, crazy people, but they won't be supported by nobody. Right wing ways are gonna have the day. Trumpy all the way. Trumpy all the way. Trumpy all the way. Let's see here. We get out of here. Trumpy, Trumpy, march the tune of Trump.